What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Axe Creation. And on this week's Chord Progression Monday, I'm going to give you a quick tip on how to sound a little more musical when you're strumming chords. Alright, so we're going to take a really simple example from a very well-known song to illustrate this point. Okay? Before we jump in, I'm in standard tuning. Down in the description below, you can find a link for the tabs. Okay? So, in the beginning, we tend to strum chords just full bore, just right. We get a really big and full sound, all right? But I want to show you a way that we can, again, just sound a little more musical and you don't always have to strum, all right? So this example is actually from the Guns N' Roses song Sweet Child O' Mine. It's kind of the rhythm guitar, an approximation in the style of. All right, so let me play it two different ways, and then we'll talk about the difference between them. Okay, so the first way I'm gonna strum just full out, just strum the chords, and then the second way I'll play it a little more in style of the song to illustrate it. Okay. Hopefully you can hear the difference and notice what I was doing, right? The first time around, again, I was strumming the rhythm of the song, but strumming the entire chord the entire time. And then the second way, I was more strumming and picking out the chord. Because what's gonna happen is, when you do that, all of those notes are still ringing out and it still sounds full, okay? And when you do that and you start adding some arpeggiation, right? A little bit of melody, a little bit of movement within the chord, all of a sudden it becomes a little more dynamic, a little more refreshing, and to my ears, again, just a little more musical, right? So how are we doing that? So that first chord, I'm strumming down and then I'm picking up on the high string and picking out some of the chord. Like that. Okay? And then giving it a strum on that sus pull-off, and then picking it out more. And then essentially I'm following that through each of the chord changes. Right? And again, it's just a way to sound a little more musical. If I go back and play it the other way now. Right? It's just there's no dynamics, right? It's just full volume, full strum the entire time. And this is a technique that you can do to really whatever song you're strumming. And it's twofold, right? You're going to start sounding musical. You're going to add a little more dynamics into your playing, right? But again, you're going to also create some kind of movement within the chord. You're going to start picking out melody notes within the chord. Oh, I want to hear the high string. I want to hear the second string. And that's just going to help all the parts that you write, again, just sound really a little more eloquent. Right? So there you guys go. Stop strumming full volume, full chords all the time. Incorporate a little arpeggiation into your chords with the same rhythm you're strumming to bring out a little musicality. All right? Down in the description below, you can find a link for the tabs. And as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.